What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of my garage workouts video session videos. I'm pretty big into health and fitness in general, working out and eating healthy and all that kind of stuff, but I've never really been able to share much of that side of my life with you guys. So here it is. I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of what I do for my workouts, one of them at least. So I do kind of a push-pull legs type split. I have one day where I do chest, shoulders, and triceps, and then I have a day where I do back and biceps, and then legs or a rest day. And then sometimes instead of a leg day, I'll do a calisthenics day. But today's a pull day, so we're doing back and biceps. As you can see, we're just working out here in the garage with the very limited equipment we have. I'm just working with plates here. We have all the way from 5 to 45 pound plates, and obviously the bench with the barbell and everything here. So with a lot of these workouts, I gotta use some ingenuity and think outside of the box a little bit, but I've developed a pretty good routine as of right now. So yeah, obviously before we get started, we gotta have our little pre-workout snack. As I said, I'm very big into health and fitness. So the way that I work out, I do kind of like drop set, superset kind of things. So I do one weight until failure, and then I do a lighter weight until failure of the same exercise. And then during the rest time between doing that exercise again, I do a different exercise that's targeting a different muscle. So the first one I do is shoulder shrugs mixed in with reverse rear delt something or other. Rear delt raises, I guess you could call them. So basically, I have the bar set pretty low right here, and then we just grab this bad boy and do a couple shrugs. Okay, that's about all I can do. And now immediately we pick up the 45 plates and do the same thing. And remember to control the decentric part of the workout. So slow it when you're going down, and then you can kind of explode up, hold it for a second, and then let it go slowly. And that'll give you the best tension or whatever on the muscle. And then we just do this until I can't do it anymore, which is gonna be soon. Just really push yourself though. Okay, that's probably good. I do 3 minutes of rest time. So if we check this, 422 means I'm gonna start the next set of this at 425. But in between those two sets, we do the rear delt exercise because they're different muscles that we're targeting. Kind of just bend over like this, and then out like that, and really squeeze your rear delts on this. I'll do this until I can't do it anymore, and then instead of going straight out, I'll bring my elbow back like this, and that'll give it a nice squeeze too. It is raining quite hard outside right now, if you can hear it. And obviously, control the decentric on this one as well. And one thing that I like to do is kind of like round my shoulders here, because it kind of, you can feel an extra stretch if you really stretch at the bottom. And that'll get a nice stretch out of this. And now we can start doing these ones. And then stretch at the bottoms again. And it doesn't really matter how many you do, as long as you just go to failure every time. But it's usually in the rep range of like 8 to 12 reps. Okay, that's about all I got. Now we check the time. It is 4:25. Can't see that. 4:25. So now we start the next set and do the same thing 4 times. So that right there, what I just completed, that's 1 set. So we do 4 sets. I know it's a lot of volume, people are probably thinking, because a focus of mine are my rear delts and, wow, good lighting, look at that lighting. My rear delts and my traps are a focus for me. So 4 sets of that, and then we'll be back with the next exercises. Okay, I just finished set number 4 of those. Now we're gonna move on to the next exercise. That is going to be kind of like rows, but they're like bent over rows in order to target the middle back area. We're gonna take the 45 plates, go in this position, and then pull up, squeeze at the top, let them down slowly, and then do this until failure. Okay, for that one I don't do a drop set because I feel like I get a pretty good squeeze and it is a very taxing exercise anyways. 441, that means 444 is when we start the next set. But in between those, we're gonna be rocking some bicep curls. I basically just start both of them at my sides with the 25s and boom, curl up, let it down, boom, let it down. Just do this until failure, as many as you can do. And I could honestly probably size up to the 35s pretty soon, but I've just been doing 25s for a while. Feels comfortable. And this one I do a drop set. So once I can't do any more of these, I switch over to the 10s and do kind of like a preacher curl style bicep curl. Okay. All right. Now, very quickly, grab the 10s, hold them out like this, curl them in real slow, like that. And I don't really know why I do this in a different way. I think this is just a little bit harder, a little more taxing on your biceps, but it's just a good finisher for the bicep one. Because this workout is lacking a little bit of bicep action. This is really the only bicep workout or bicep exercise that I do. So I try to really kill the biceps on this. Okay. Whew. And that right there is one set of that. I also do 4 sets of these because, like I said, biceps are kind of lacking on this workout, and the middle back is a good thing to focus on as well. So I'm gonna do 3 more sets of that, and I'll be back with you guys for the last exercises. All right, so now the final exercise is going to be the lat rows or pulls or whatever you want to call them. Basically, we're just gonna take a 45 plate and kind of prop ourselves up on the piano here or some other object. Stretch all the way down, pull all the way up, hold it for a second, let it down slowly. And you want to feel that stretch on your lats. When you get up to the top, really squeeze the lats. And we're going to do this until failure, and then switch sides. Okay, now we go to the other side. And with this one, we are going to do a drop set, so we have the 35 here. I'm just going to do the same thing, same process, until failure. Both sides. Switch. Okay. Whew. 504. That means that 507 is where we're going to start the next set of that right there. But in the middle, we are going to do, I guess you'd call them hammer curls. And we're going to do that with the plate. And this is for your brachialis, which is the muscle in between your bicep and your tricep. It's this little guy right here. Pretty underrated muscle, but I like to train it using hammer curls, or whatever this is called. So just grab the plate. You want to make sure that at the bottom your arms are straight. You want to lock them, or as close to locking them as you can, and then go up, boom, and then down, lock them, and then this until failure. You can kind of hold it at the top a little bit too, just to feel a little bit extra burn. And this one I think we'll do 3 sets. And obviously, same with this one. Doesn't matter how many reps you do, just do it until failure. Okay. And that is 1 set right there. And we're gonna do 3 sets of this exercise. I'm gonna crank out my other 2 sets, and then I'll join you for the last little portion. So at this point, I'm pretty much done with the workout. I just finished the 3rd set of those lat pulls and the hammer curls. Normally at this point in the workout, what I would do is I would go outside and do pull-ups over the door frame. Do about 50 pull-ups, sets of 5 at a time. But since it is raining very heavily right now, I'm just gonna finish off with a little forearm exercise. So a lot of people, when they do their forearm exercises, they do this kind of curl. There's the standard wrist curl. I feel like when you do the curls this way, it gets more of like this part of your arm. And when you want your arm to be like looking thick and kind of beefed up, you want this part to be the part that's, you know, kind of bulky. And I feel like you can train this part a lot better by flipping your hand over this way and then doing them like this. That's at least my opinion. You probably should train both sides, but honestly, I'm still trying to figure out the best way to train forearms. I don't really train them that often because when you're doing a lot of pulling exercises, like with this workout I've been doing today, your forearms get hit pretty well anyways, but doing some isolation stuff definitely helps them grow. So I just like to do my forearm curls like this, starting at the bottom, curling it up, just like that, and that really gets the outside part of your forearm pretty well. And then I do this to failure, and then once I can't do any more, I flip it to the side, so I'm curling them kind of like this. And that will really kill your forearms, but it's a really good exercise. Oh man, that's good. And that really gets this muscle right here. I feel like it's a good way to target that. So I'll usually do like 3 or 4 sets of that. I don't have a specific time limit for the rest or anything. I just kind of chill for a minute and then go back at it. So yeah, that's usually what I finish off with, and then that's pretty much the workout. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna crank out 3 more sets of those forearm curls, and then I'm just gonna go take some creatine and probably shower. But yeah, so that's pretty much my pull day workout. Hope you enjoyed. I hope this was insightful for you, and I will see you all next time.